I would like everybody to find a comfortable position. You can sit crisscross applesauce if you would like, or you can sit with your legs straight out. Finding a comfortable position for you and what works for you. All right. So, as always, we are going to be in sync. We're going to be in our seated position or whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to have 3 minutes of meditation. I would like for you to focus on a few things. 1, focus on your breath, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. 2, your posture, making sure you're keeping positive posture. Every time you kind of drift off and you catch yourself, 2 things I want you to bring your focus back into. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and your posture. 3 challenges. 1, keep your voice off the entire time. 2, keep your body still as possible. And 3, focus. All right. Deep breath in, deep breath out. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. When you're sitting down, make sure to relax your shoulders. If you're starting to drift just a little bit, again, make sure you're refocusing on your breath and find your posture. Find your breath, find your posture. Here, we're going to go ahead and start off with our body scan. We're going to start off sitting in a nice comfortable position. Feel your head, roll your neck just ever so slightly. After that, I want you to roll your shoulders ever so slightly. Twist your hips, nice and slow. After coming from twisting your hips, we're going to come into, go ahead and move your legs just ever so slightly, and then start wiggling your toes. Wonderful. All right, and bring yourself back into center. As you guys see, the lovely Edith and I are ready to rock and roll for today. After Ms. Chase we had kind of gone over a couple of things. We're going to go over a couple of exercises and stretches that are going to be in our lower body, and we're going to move into our upper body. So, how we're going to start today, today is the upper body. How we're going to start today, we're going to go ahead and start into our tabletop just like so. For those that can just get into a pigeon pose, we're going to go ahead and get into a pigeon pose. So, for those that may not know, we're going to take our right knee, we're going to slide our right knee in front and extend our back leg just like so. Now we're inside of that pigeon pose. Beautiful. If you're feeling a little bit of feels uncomfortable for your knee, what I would like for you to do is lean to the right or lean to the left and figure out where does it feel where I don't feel uncomfortable, but I feel a stretch. If it's so, you need to drop all the way over to the side. That's perfectly fine. From here, try to release all the way down where you feel a bigger stretch that's happening inside of there. Make sure there's no pain inside of that knee. If you're feeling pain, a stretch and pain are two different feelings. Pains are typically pretty sharp, stretching are pretty elongated feeling where it feels like it's like more like a release and pulling out something. So if you're feeling pain, make sure you're staying comfortable with that. The lovely Edith and I are ready to rock and roll. So today, after Miss Chase, we had kind of gone over a couple of things. We're going to go over a couple of exercises and stretches that are going to be in our lower body, and we're going to move into our upper body. So, how we're going to start today, today is the upper body. How we're going to start today, we're going to go ahead and start into our tabletop just like so. For those that can just get into a pigeon pose, we're going to go ahead and get into a pigeon pose. So, for those that may not know, we're going to take our right knee, we're going to slide our right knee in front and extend our back leg just like so. Now we're inside of that pigeon pose. Beautiful. If you're feeling a little bit of feels uncomfortable for your knee, what I would like for you to do is lean to the right or lean to the left and figure out where does it feel where I don't feel uncomfortable, but I feel a stretch. If it's so, you need to drop all the way over to the side. That's perfectly fine. From here, try to release all the way down where you feel a bigger stretch that's happening inside of there. Make sure there's no pain inside of that knee. If you're feeling pain, a stretch and pain are two different feelings. Pains are typically pretty sharp, stretching are pretty elongated feeling where it feels like it's like more like a release and pulling out something. So if you're feeling pain, make sure you're staying comfortable with that and away from pain. Keeping that leg in front, we're going to sit up nice and straight. If possible, we're going to come here. We're going to try to push ourselves up, just like so. Now you should be on top of that knee. Again, if you're feeling pain inside of here, do not get into this position. If not, we're going to push up. We're going to try to rotate out. Just like so. Rotate out. So up on side of my knee. I'm rotating on this side. You cannot get into that position. That's perfectly fine. You can stay down in this position and rotate the hips out just like so. Same movement. And hold. Wonderful. Release. We're going to come back down into our tabletop. We're going to get into the pigeon pose with our opposite leg. We're going to take our left knee, since I use my right knee, place it forward, and extend my right leg backwards. For those that are a little bit more advanced, you can bring since I'm using my left leg over to my right side a little bit more. For those that may have difficult, bring tuck your knee under so it's not as intense. Again, find a position where you can feel the stretch. Don't allow yourself to sit in this in a painful situation. If you need to drop over to the side and be in this position, that is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that.
So exactly where should we feel this stretch?
You should be feeling the stretch inside of your glutes. You should be feeling the stretch inside of your hamstring. Where are you feeling the stretch?
I'm not feeling that much of a stretch anywhere, so maybe I just need to extend more.
So find a position, again, rotate your body and find a position where you're stretching. Again, everybody's body is a little bit different, so you may have to manipulate a little bit different. Some people can be more intense, will bring their foot over to the right more, then they can feel it. Some people can come right here and they can feel it. But it's all about our personal flexibility, wherever you are, and feeling the stretch. So find, rotate, move, and find where you get that stretch. Beautiful. Coming from here, we're going to rotate up and we're going to switch. For those that cannot get up into that position, again, you can be down on the side, just like so, and switch. Feeling that coming inside of our inner thigh. Should be feeling that in our lat, transverse on our side. Doing it right? Yeah. Perfect. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming out of there, coming into a tabletop. All right, in our tabletop position, we're going to start off with our upper body. We're going to take our left hand. We're going to take our left hand, go under our right hand, and walk that hand all the way out. Bring that right hand forward just a little bit, and walk that hand out. Should be going into our upper body rotation. If you want to make it slightly more intense, with your right hand, come up onto your fingertips. Extend all the way out, come up onto your fingertips, and you should feel a stretch that's happening inside of your right hand just a little bit. Your right arm. Beautiful. Coming up, bringing that right hand back under, directly under. Wrist is in line with my shoulder. Left hand's going to rotate all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring that left hand down. We're going to move our left hand forward just a little bit and drop our right hand under and over and rotate. Beautiful. Bring that left hand back. We're going to bring that right hand all the way over and rotate up towards the sky. Beautiful. Bring that right hand down. We're going to drop back into a child's pose. Coming back into a child's pose. Beautiful. Coming up, we're going to go into a cobra pose. Pushing those hips down towards the ceiling, down to the ground, and keeping the arms as straight as possible, chin up to the sky. Saying hello, sky. And back into our child pose. Pushing back and down into our child pose. Walking on both hands over to the left-hand side. Both hands to the left-hand side. Walking both hands over to the right-hand side. Beautiful. Coming back into our plank position. And knees down on our plank position. Sitting back into a nice comfortable position, sitting up. We're going to start out with our wrist, and then we're going to work our way all the way down our arms. So, first thing first, we're going to take our right hand out. Take our left hand and grab our fingers, and then pull back with that stroke right there instead of that hand. Again, remember, all of these exercises are continuing to breathe. Continue to breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Push fingers are pointing towards the ground. I'm going to go ahead and pull all this in. Wonderful. We're going to take that same wrist, we're going to make some wrist circles. From our wrist circles, we're going to start at our elbow. We're going to make some arm circles. We're going to grab at the bottom of our elbow, not our elbow, arm circle. Or elbow circle, probably more accurate. And then we're going to go ahead and go from the shoulder, big circle coming with the shoulder. Beautiful. We're going to take that shoulder. I have my right hand. I'm going to bring it across my body. And from here, I'm going to grab and bring my left arm up and under. Again, right arm comes across to my left side. My left arm comes under and pulls itself into here. So I should be able to see my left hand. Be like, for the kids, like John Cena. For those who don't know, John Cena. Just a little bit. Hold on. Beautiful. We should be feeling a stretch inside of our shoulder. If we can't get that far, perfectly far, you can grab your wrist and pull it across and get all the way over there. So grab your wrist with your left hand, pull it across. Beautiful. Taking that right hand, staying with that right hand. Gonna pat yourself on the back as much as you possibly can. We're going to try to grab that elbow. Pull that elbow in. Beautiful. And release. Excellent. Next hand, fingers pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to take our right hand of our left hand. Your right hand first, and we're going to go ahead and pull that voice back and hold. Beautiful, release. And we're going to point our fingers down towards the ground. And we're going to pull them in. Beautiful. I'm going to go with some wrist circles. Elbow circles. Grab at the bottom of your elbow, not your elbow, right under your elbow. You make some circles with your arms or your elbows. And go with the entire arm. Beautiful. Take that arm, bring that left arm across the side of your body. If you can't get across and get under, grab your wrist and pull it across. You should feel a stretch that's right here inside of our deltoid. Going into the deltoid. Beautiful. And release. We're going to pat ourselves on the back with our left hand. We're going to try to grab our elbow on the other side. If you cannot get there, try to grab your wrist again, pull it across. If you can, just grab your elbow, feel that stretch. Don't try to pull it too hard. Not trying to yank your arm all the way across your body. You're just trying to get enough where you can feel a stretch. Make sure you're breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. And release. Coming down from here, what we're going to do, we're going to go into a standing position, coming up onto our feet. Go ahead and get yourself to a standing position. Beautiful. What we're going to do, we're going to grab our hands behind our back, slightly bend our knees, and we're going to bend over slightly and lift our arms up as high as we possibly can, stretching out those arms. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Go ahead and stand. This time when we come from here, we're going to go down, we're going to lift. We're going to go lift. We're going to release the hand, come all the way down to the ground, to that stretch. So lift all the way high, release those hands, come down to the ground. Try to touch your toes. If your knees have to be bent, that's perfectly fine, because mine do too. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to try to straighten out the legs as we stand. Good. As you come and roll up, we're going to roll our shoulders back and down and stand all the way up. Beautiful. Shake out that body just a little bit. We're going to try that again. All right, here we go. Placing the hands behind the back, bending over, lifting the arms as much as possible for those shoulders, and release. Coming all the way down. Touch those toes. If you need to bend your knees, that's perfectly fine. Beautiful. Now try to straighten out those legs as our hands drag up our legs. Rolling up nice and slow, chin tucked into the chest. Once we get all the way up, roll those shoulders back and down. Should be feeling a big stretch that's happening inside of our chest as we roll and pinch those shoulders back and down. Beautiful. Staying in this position. We're going to go right here. Shoulders pinch back and down, lifting the arms out and opening them up as much as you possibly can. Feeling the big stretch that's happening inside of the head. Beautiful. We're going to go ahead and swing those arms back and forth, not too violent. Forward. Beautiful. Open up one more time. Open that chest. Pinch the shoulders back and down. Chin out. And release. Beautiful. Coming over here. Coming to the end of our practice. We're going to go ahead and reach up to the sky. You can get up onto those tippy toes. Reach all the way up there. Up onto the tippy toes as hard as you can. And arms press down all the way over to the sky. Beautiful. Make sure you keep those shoulders pinched. Reach back up to the sky. Reach those tippy toes. Bring those down. Pinch those shoulders back. Should be feeling that big stretches of the shoulder blade. Going to do one more of those. Reaching up towards the sky. Dropping the hands down. Dropping the shoulders back. Pinching them together. Drop it down. Pinch them together. All right, shake yourself out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have reached the end of our stretching and meditation. Thank you again for joining me at this beautiful, beautiful morning.